You're listening to the Smoking Joe Thunder podcast. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Joe Thunder back once again with another episode of the Smoking Joe Thunder podcast. You know, shout out Be Good Dispensary, our official sponsor over there on 11 West Hampden and across the highway up north across from Boondocks. Burr, 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 burr. I'm rolling solo dolo tonight. Shout out to the homie Elvis. He couldn't make it tonight, but we got to keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? But we got another banger for you tonight. Got some cat from out of town who be like bombing the scene, probably in the city near you doing mad graffiti, you know what I mean? Got mad throws in his flip-flops, you know what I mean? But we got the homie CIRE in the house, TKO UNO, you know what I mean? What's going on, G? How you doing?
I'm feeling good, man. How about you?
Not too bad, man. We've already smoked a couple woods already, had it going. And I know you're a smoker, you know what I mean? You actually smoke nothing but woods, right?
Yes, sir.
So how you like Denver, man? This ain't your first time, shit.
I love Denver, especially coming back to see the homies, you know what I'm saying? It's always good.
Right, and then you brought one of your homies with you, Dragon, right? What's up, Dragon?
It's the homie Sex.
Sex?
Some sex, yeah.
Sex Dragon?
Sex Dragon, for sure.
Dang,
Dragon's what the ladies call me.
You be
Sex
breathing that
is
fire or what?
Oh, yeah. I bring the heat, baby.
That hot Dylon fire.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, so tell them this is your first time, man. Kind of tell them where you kind of grew up at, where you were born and raised.
Shit, from Southside San Antonio.
All your life or
Yeah,
what?
that's pretty much where I stuck around too. Majority of my life is the Southside. So, yeah. Until, got old enough to travel and see different shit, you know what I
Experience
mean?
new shit, right?
Yeah, but for the most part, yeah, San Antonio, Texas.
Do you remember like the first time you were kind of introduced to hip hop or what?
Yeah, my uncle, actually.
Was he
yeah.
bumping some screw or what?
Nah, he was more hip hop, you know what I mean? That was more, Houston shit, you know what I mean?
How far are you from Houston?
It's like 3 hours, right? What do you think? 3 hours?
3.5 hours.
Yeah, 3.5 hours, depending how fast you drive,
Right.
Yeah.
So he was like into everything. What was he listening to, or what was he kind of
He was listening to weird ass shit I never even heard before, like straight hip hop. You know what I mean? There was no rap. Like he thought that shit was garbage. He still thinks it's garbage, and but he was straight hip hop, like b-boy.
Were they like instrumentals?
Nah, just like real lyrical fucking East Coast shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like
So
McGruff.
I don't even know
Old school
nothing.
McGruff,
I'm not in.
yeah.
I'm not too much into like the real lyrical shit. But yeah, he was real into like the '90s, hip hop scene and shit. And he actually used to paint too and shit. He used to paint trains with the RTDs out there from San Antonio and shit like that. He was
Okay,
in
what
the
did he write?
circle and shit. Era. I don't think he ever got to like
Right.
But yeah, he was definitely in there, and he would bring me around and shit. So I guess that's how I got.
What did you start gravitating towards?
I would say like 6th grade is like when I actually started like catching buses and fucking really painting. Like before that, middle school, I would just like in my books and shit, and
You were practicing.
yeah. But yeah, like around 6th grade.
You said you caught your first bus or what? Would you talk about
Yeah,
that?
we'll go to the yard. It was on San Pedro. That was like one of the hottest, like one of the only graffiti shops, and fucking, it was cool as fuck. Cool little spot to hang
Right.
out and shit. So, I turned my homies on and shit, and we would all catch the bus and go buy paint. We were fucking underage, so that's the only place we could buy paint. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But yeah.
Do you remember what you first wrote?
Plex. Plex was my first name. Yeah. The homies gave me that name, so.
For real? Why'd they give you Plex?
I don't fucking know. Probably because I was fucking some little badass kid always running around talking shit,
What was it like growing up, man? Were you always talking shit to everyone, or were you always into something, or?
Somewhat, yes, but no. But, yeah, I was, little knucklehead, basically,
And then you said you started taking like painting serious when you were in like the 6th grade.
I guess, not really serious, but,
But you started
catching buses and shit and doing shit like that, yeah.
getting a little more advanced, right?
Yeah.
Not a new booty anymore.
Definitely not.
No loose booty.
But yeah, fucking
Already all high.
Yeah.
What were you listening to?
Back then,
Yeah.
like SPM, like Bone Thugs and shit. I can remember. What else? Whatever cool shit that would come out on the radio. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have like, computers to download music and shit like that. So that was just what we all bumped in the hood. Is like SPM and shit.
Right. I was gonna say, damn. I was just gonna add a question and I lost it.
And I lost it. Here, you want to hit this blunt
Yeah,
and maybe it'll come back.
That might help. You know
Yes.
what I mean? My man over here, he be rolling some good ass backwoods. That's all he smokes is backwoods. Tell him why you only smoke backwoods.
I don't know. It's just a smoother hit for me. You know what I mean? You put enough weed in there.
Exactly.
You're gonna
that's the
taste.
key.
You're gonna
That's the key
taste the
part.
weed, and it's a lot smoother. To me, I don't know. It's just like when I hit a swisher, I'm just like, ugh.
Do you have like a favorite kind of flavor on the backwood, or does it
It's
matter?
the bananas right now. It was Russian cream, but then the bananas hit, and it was game over from there.
It was game over.
Yeah, bananas all day. I buy the whole fucking pack when I walk in the store. It's like, yo,
The whole box.
yes, give me all 8.
And how are they still pretty good price where you're from?
Yeah, but some stores they try to like tax and shit because they know you can't really get your hands on them. So, like one of the stores by my crib, they try to charge like fucking $10 a pack, but you
damn.
still get like some of the stores that don't really know about the hype,
Right.
and they still got them for like $6.
Okay.
I think I paid like $6 here, but the last time I was here, normally when I travel like to LA and to Denver, I'll bring all my backwoods with me
Right.
because there's like $6 over there, but my fucking what was it my first time?
I just got back from LA and they were $15.
Yes,
I
$15 for sure. Yes,
refused
yes,
to buy any
yes.
backwoods.
I was gonna say like $12 to $15, and I'm like, bro, I'm not fucking, no, I'm not doing that.
I told you earlier, I walked across the street from my homies and there's a smoke shop because my homie was telling me about these other blunts that are like backwoods by some rapper. And I don't remember.
The True Leaf or some shit.
Prime Leaf or something like
Yeah,
that,
something
maybe?
like
But they're actually
It
cut.
Front toes?
it's kind of like this. They're like bubble letters, and I think it's Prime Leaf. Who said
Prime
Prime
Leaf.
Leaf? I think it is that.
And he was telling
But
me
they do
about
have a
it.
True Leaf too, I believe.
Did y'all hear about the front toe thing?
The who?
Talking to Mike.
Oh, did y'all hear about the front toe thing? The dude that owned front toes?
Nah.
Here's a dude that actually from Houston, and he owned all this. I guess like the new backwoods type deal. You know,
Right.
sold you the big leaf, but some dude came up and shot him in the face.
Oh shit.
Actually, at his place, dressed up as a FedEx delivery driver.
Oh, damn.
And went and shot him in the face there. But he was supposed to be the next like big up and coming thing from Texas for the frontal leaves and all that.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Didn't
But
know.
they had those, and those were like, he didn't have any. He's like, I usually have them, and they're like $12. Like, but I got the backwoods at 15, and then I seen the guava leaf for $6.50, and I was like, hey, give me a couple of those.
They're similar, but it's not a backwood, bro. I could tell off back, like even before I look at it, if I hit it, it's like, oh, this is definitely not a wood. And the look too, you know what I mean? But yeah, I could definitely tell.
Hey, have you always smoked weed?
Oh yeah.
You remember the first time you smoked weed?
Yes. It was a really, 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 really long time ago. Like, I was a child. I remember it was, I would always smell something, you know what I'm saying? And then I would see,
Be a little curious.
it was my stepdad's homie. He would come from out of town. And, yeah, that's when I would see more of that and shit. And I would see him, fucking gut the big old Phillies and shit.
Right.
Well, I remember one of the homies was there, and I was kicking it with him, and he had a fucking big ass doobie like on the top of the fridge, so I would follow him around and shit, and he was walking to the back,
I
and
was gonna say, did he give you a hit?
oh, well, yeah, I'm gonna get there real
Yeah.
quick. So we're walking to the back, and he gets the doobie off the fucking the fridge and shit. We walked to the back. I remember I had like a little bunk bed out there that was in my room, but we put it outside.
Uh-huh.
And he's hitting it, and he's like, "What's up? You want to hit it?" And I was like, "Fuck." And I was like, "Yeah, I do, but I don't want the neighbors to see it because they were like some snitches and shit. They were always on some whole shit."
Right.
And he's like, "Nah, like don't even worry about it. They're not even outside." And Yeah, I smoked weed with that dude for the first time.
Did you get high?
I can't remember. I'm not even gonna front. I can't remember if I
Right.
got high, but I know that was the first time I smoked weed. So I don't know if I inhaled it or what. You know, when I was a kid, I would just, you know, probably hit it and then just puff it out.
Anyway,
You don't know
yeah.
how to smoke. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know.
Right.
So, but that was the first time I remember smoking weed.
What about you there, Sex Dragon? Do you remember the first time you smoked weed?
Yeah, definitely. My brother actually stole it from my mom.
Oh, shit.
We smoked it outside, and he was like, "It's KB weed,
Kind bud, killer bud.
killer bud, or whatever." And we smoked that, and yeah, I got high for the first time.
Exotic Reggies.
Yeah.
Was it some real chronic, or was it like you said, some exotic Reggies?
Well, I don't know. It's weird. Like for the first time I smoked, like I got like a little bit high, but then the second time I smoked, that's when I really actually got like the munchies. And I remember apple juice and Fritos
Oh shit!
was like the best thing I ever had. Right after I
Disgusting.
smoked. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Apple juice and Fritos.
Yeah.
What's your go-to on the munchies?
Fuck, whatever I get my hands on.
Right, whatever's open.
I like candy. Candy fruit.
Hey, what was like high school like for you growing up? Were you doing more and more graffiti? Were you into sports? Were you just fucking trying to holler at bitches?
Never did sports in school really.
Did you rap?
High school, I made it to like freshmore, so and then I dropped out.
Right. Why'd you drop out? Your
Just wasn't
choice?
for me.
Just
Yeah,
wasn't for you.
no, was going through some things too, so yeah, I'm doing pretty good without it. So, you know,
No, for sure. I mean,
it's all about. It's not about what you know; it's who you know.
that's real talk.
Yep.
That's like for real. Like if you have the connections like that, and you have just half the drive, you can make shit happen. You don't even need like all the drive. Yeah, all you need is a quarter of the drive. But
You gotta be
that-
some type of smart, but you know. But
You be always hearing about this shit, how like some like buddies' like niece or like daughter was like a rapper, and you're like, how the fuck are they a rapper? And they're signed to Dr. Dre because you know, like it's all about how you know, right?
yep,
Fuck it, run it.
run it.
Hey, when did you start taking graffiti serious? Like actually going out?
Well, shit, I would always really go out by myself. I used to paint with two of my homies, and we had like started up this crew, KDS, Killing the South, you know, Killing the Soft. We had a fucking few acronyms going and shit.
Right.
And, shit, we're doing our thing. Fucking, and then I would always kind of like stay to myself, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I know a few people, but
Just a select few.
yeah, I
You ain't really fucking with everyone.
I never really met like too many writers and shit. You know, it was kind of weird to me, but yeah, it was just the homies and there was these two dudes that were like fucking killing it at the time, and I would see them fucking everywhere, and I think I had them like on MySpace or some shit. And
Throwing it back.
they threw a fucking right down like my street and shit. So like I would hit
And
him
you're
up.
real curious.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? Like what the fuck are they doing over here? Like I've never seen them over
Right.
here. So I hit one of the dudes up and I was like, yo, like, what's up? Like, you coming over here? Like, hit me up if you're gonna come to my hood. Or,
Oh,
like,
are you banging?
it was-
Are you trying to
it-
bang
it
on
was-
him?
Nah, it was just like joking around,
Yeah.
and he like, you know, understood it. He
yeah.
didn't take it all serious or
yeah.
whatever. So it was cool. And he's like, what's up? I'm posted up, homies in class right now. Like, what's up? You down to paint? And I was like, yeah, fuck it. So fucking, I think it elevated a little bit more from there because I was fucking riding with two of the dudes that were like really killing the city at the time. So I upped my fucking, you know, my graffiti drive with that shit. And then, you know, even before I was TKO, you know, I'd go take a trip or whatever, try to get my hands on some paint, and still drop my name.
So you were you were doing graffiti before you joined TKO and kind of traveling and
Oh
trying to catch
yeah,
stuff here and there, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. But not until I really started hanging around the crew. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's when shit took off a little bit more. For
I
me.
think I heard the first time I met you was here in Denver for Crush.
Yeah. I was in TKO
And
then.
that's exactly what I was about to say. I was told that you weren't TKO at that time.
Nah,
That you had came out with the TKO homies from
from San Antonio.
San Antonio
Yeah.
and kicked it with them. But by the end of the trip, you're like, oh, this shit is lit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shit. That was the crazy ass fucking. That was a crazy ass trip. I was just telling this dude. I was like, I'll forget the fucking street, but we're in the Rhino district and shit, and I'm like, man, I just had fucking flashbacks. It was how many of us? It was me, Forms. Hold on.
Let's give a number. There was probably like 80 y'all, right?
It was 6 of us mobbing that day, if I'm not mistaken. 6 or 7 of us or whatever. And fucking 2 of the homies was painting on this side, and I think it was 4 of us on this side, and I forget how it all happened, but
and this was during Crush in the Rhino, right?
yeah. And I don't want to say names and shit,
No, we ain't gonna do that.
but a few of us were done, across the street, so we're walking
Chilling.
and fucking. I see someone walking, coming up the street, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I could see like the holster and shit, and I was like, oh, yo, shit, that's the fucking law, bro.
Police.
So fucking everybody fucking at the same time kind of just scattered, and shit, fucking we were hiding for fucking like hours, bro. My phone was dying.
Where were you hiding at?
I was hiding in like some alley, and in the alley they have like I guess where the restaurants are at, you know what I'm saying, in like the dumpsters.
Right.
So yeah, I fucking first I was hiding where the fuck was I hiding at? I was hiding by like some condos, and I was like, fuck, one of these motherfuckers are gonna see me hiding like in their backyard,
Right.
and call the laws
It's
on my
gonna be
ass.
over.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck, I gotta get out of here. And then I seen one of the homies getting chased like and shit, and I was like, well, fuck, if I saw them, like for sure if they come this way, they're gonna see me. So I was like, yo, I gotta bounce. So I hopped the fence and then ran across the street so I can get into the alley. And I seen one of the workers like taking out the trash, and I was like, hey, what's up? Like, is there like a restaurant or a bar on the other side?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, yeah. So I was like, all right, bet, I'm just gonna hit this corner and walk inside the bar. But before I could exit out the alley, I seen the laws like passing through, so
Right.
I turned back like as fucking fast as I could, and like there was like a little entrance, and then they have like their dumpsters and shit. I just fucking pushed the dumpster as close as I could to me and was just fucking hiding, dog, and
Oh, shit.
started fucking like drizzling and shit. Homie was on the roof. We were all communicating. I was making sure everybody was good and shit. And yeah, I was wild, bro. We were there for a hot minute until one of the homies fucking pulled up and came to come rescue us and shit.
Damn. Interesting. Was that your first time to Denver?
You've
been here before?
Nah, yeah, I had been here like a few times before.
Because
Yeah.
don't you have some associated with like the springs or the mountains or some shit?
Nah,
like that?
not at
tripping.
all. Not at all. Just I think the first time was with my homie. He just likes to smoke. Oh, with fucking TJ.
Okay.
Barber,
Shout out.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, "What's up? You on the road?" And I was like, "Shit, let's run it. Let's go."
Hell yeah. And then after that trip, you kind of got down with those guys, right?
It took a little minute. Well, like before I even I was just riding with the homie. Fucking Forms was like, "Yo, you want to roll?" Cause we had talked about traveling and shit, and I was like, let me know the next time. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Right.
And so Denver came up, and he was like, "What's up? You want to roll to Denver?" Like he told me, the next time, let you know. I was like, "Shit, run it." And they had another wall. That was the first time I met 30 New York too. They were down in Houston, and yeah, fucking I hopped in the whip and was like, fuck it, I'll meet y'all in Houston. And a while after that, and then that's when it kind of came up and got down TKO.
Right. Nice, nice. And what was I gonna say? And you well traveled too.
Yeah.
Where's like your favorite place, man, to go bombing?
My favorite place to go
Or a couple
bombing.
places if you got a couple of them. You know what I mean?
I mean, I like bombing kind of, just everywhere, like everywhere is kind of like,
O Block.
that was cool. That was cool.
How did that go down?
Shit.
And when I say O Block, we're talking about Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah. It wasn't like,
O
I mean,
Block.
how,
It-
it wasn't how I thought, that people be out there like all night. I mean, I seen videos of people posting like when they go through there and there's nobody
This is
outside,
kinda
but
COVID too, right? A little bit, still kind of in the mix, or a
yeah,
little bit afterwards.
yeah. It was, I think, it was during COVID, but it was chill. It was cool. Something different, Fucking, it was cool. Except we hit a fucking sick ass lineup on the freeway and shit, and like not even fucking 3 hours later, some fucking I guess some other fool that writes CIRE or whatever like put an S over my C and shit. So
Already
yeah,
like that?
and then
God
one of the
damn.
like I guess like a bencher dudes takes
Yeah.
pics of Graph in Chicago and shit. He flicked my shit and I was like, what the fuck? Like what the fuck is that? I woke up in the morning and but yeah, that
Go
was
fix it?
Chicago. Nah, we just went to go crush it for the night. We were in Milwaukee,
That's
so
what I was gonna say. You guys weren't there long. You guys literally went for the night, right?
yeah, just for the night and shit. We got some cool shit. I wish we could have got some more shit downtown. That was cool, like fucking bombing by like the little the trains and shit. The little, they got the trains above you and shit.
Oh,
that
like
was
the
cool.
I know what you're talking about, like the like the light rail.
Whatever the fuck it's called, I don't know, but.
When you guys were fucking painting in Chicago, did you hear a lot of gunshots?
Nah, I didn't hear shit.
Was it cold? Was it fucking?
I don't remember. It's probably cold, yeah. I remember it being cool in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, you guys were on a little tear.
That
right?
was a good trip in Milwaukee. That was dope. So many homies showed up. That was cool. Something different. I never thought I'd be in Milwaukee. You know what I mean? Definitely.
What comes to mind when you think of Milwaukee?
The homie Third anymore. And then this bad bitch. Damn. I don't even know what club we were at, but we're at some strip club. And shout out to the homie Works. That fool got a sick ass photo of me getting a fucking, basically a dance by this bitch. She has some big old titties. They were nice too. So yeah, that's what I think about Milwaukee.
So they have some Betties up there in Milwaukee.
Oh yeah.
Some snowflakes.
I didn't really see too many then. We were in the club and I don't even know what she was. She might have been a yellow bone, Mexican. I don't know. I still got the picture though. I have to check it out.
Now you really do have hoes
What?
in different area codes.
What?
Every time I see you being with a bad Betty, I'm just saying. Every time you come here,
Every time I come here, you're gonna get me in trouble.
I am under the influence of marijuana right now.
Yeah. I love beautiful women.
So how is it in San Antonio? And there's some hot chicks. I always see like the meme, and tell me if this is true, where you see like the Cali Hispanic chicks, fine as fuck, boom, boom, boom. Then you go to Texas, and they fine as fuck, but they a little chunkier. Is that true?
I don't know. I mean,
I
yeah.
see some tortas.
I see some tortas. Yeah. Those LA women, I don't know.
I guess it comes down to if you want something natural or fake. You know?
All right,
If you
I
want
can get
something
that
more
point.
wholesome. Like the women down south, a little bit more wholesome.
Texas got the carnitas, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, especially San Antonio. Breakfast.
I mean, I
tacos.
guess it depends what part of Texas, you know,
Yeah.
cause shit,
San Antonio is getting more beautiful people though every day. I'm not saying that the women are
It's
bad
definitely-
whatsoever.
Right, no,
at
yeah,
all.
we, yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying that. But down south, yeah, there's just more wholesome ladies. That's what I'll say. You know, nothing bad about them.
it's crazy though. Like, how like different parts of the cities have like different types of women.
females.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they
Different
do.
type of females. It's crazy. Like, you know, they'll say like
It's almost stereotypical.
Dallas and Houston got, you know,
Snow bunnies.
no, I don't know about snow bunnies, but the bad bitches. You know what I mean? Like Dallas and Houston, like
Yeah. This
you
bigger
know, that's
city.
where it's
more
at.
the-
Yeah, I guess, you know.
It's a snow bunny.
Yeah, but shit, I was at the we're at the Denver fucking airport, and I was seeing hella snow bunnies, some thick ones too, and I was like, God damn.
So I what's a
Goddamn,
snow bunny?
boy.
Because I'm thinking a couple of different things. I'm thinking like,
Goddamn, boy.
is a snow bunny just as a white girl?
Yeah, a white
Okay.
girl.
Like a good thoroughbred white guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
like a good, like
A
thick, nice,
Yes.
like the kind you be seeing on the gram that be
Like,
doing the
okay,
little shake.
Like Brandy from Joe Dirt. That'd be a good little snow
Brandy
bunny.
from Joe Dirt.
Yeah, but way longer hair, blonder hair.
Gotcha,
Fucking no fake, nothing fake, just a thick, wholesome,
gotcha.
like a thoroughbred female.
Little bit of carnitas, you know what I mean? Little
Yeah.
bit,
I
not
really
too
want
much.
something nice to hold on to. Not that for ladies.
We might need another lighter.
For real.
I think I stole.
You got my other lighter.
Yeah, sure. What's that thing about?
Hey, so how'd you get your name?
That's a What's up?
I said, how'd you get your name, fool?
I'll be incriminating myself.
Okay. Was it given to you or did you get it?
We can edit it out, right? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in school and I forgot what the fuck. I was I think I was like in 6th grade and
This is a public service announcement.
and then it actually has a meaning behind it, so I thought that was cool. Like, you know, CIRE, like that's what like back in the day like called the kings and shit, like my sire and shit like that. So I thought that was dope too. I was like, cool.
It's kind of ran with that.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, you have any fucking crazy stories, experiences you've had on the road? You know what I mean? Doing graffiti. Or even in the strip club.
Let's do graffiti. Well, I remember this one time. It was just kind of funny as fuck. I was all fucking. I was kind of drunk. I was pretty drunk. I'll say I was pretty drunk, and I had been wanting to hit this fucking heaven spot. So I'm on the way to go hit the heaven spot or whatever. I get all the way up there, and you know, I managed to get up there without any cars seeing me or anything like that. So I'm fucking about to you know, put my cap on and shit and fucking start painting and shit. But while I'm putting my cap, the fucking cap drops, bro. Like,
That sucks.
fucking drops. And I'm just like, fuck. And I just sat there for a minute, like, damn, did I really just do that shit? And I didn't have an extra adapter or anything like that on me. I was thinking about stock tipping it, but I was like, bro, I'm not trying to have this shit come out all sloppy as fuck. So I was like, fuck. Climbed all the way down and fucking was in the middle of the highway, like looking for my fucking for my adapter and my fucking cap because
Right.
it popped off. So yeah, I found one and then I had to move because cars were coming, and then it was clear, so I fucking, you know, found the other one, and bro, I was pissed and fucking climbed back up all the way up and all the way to the middle of the fucking, you know,
Right,
little
the sign.
catwalk and shit, and yeah, I finished my shit, but yeah, that was like a fucking major fail mission that I did. It was It was funny, but
Now you take you a couple adapters.
yeah, for sure.
Couple of
And
caps.
a little fanny pack and shit.
I seen fools like kind of like, you know, it's like it reminds me like the kind of like the game like a mousetrap, like really go to through some shit to get to a spot and not to have a fucking cap or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, that's fucking.
You're trying to throw some shit in there and it ain't working. You know what I mean? Like you're just like fuck that shit.
But shit.
Any crazy police chases? Any chase stories? Do they be roughing where you from? How is graffiti like? Do they be the buff be strong?
The buff is strong out there, bro. Yeah, and you get time. People get like state time for that shit. But yeah, the buff is pretty strong out there. But gotta try to look for shit that you know is not really gonna get buffed, and that's what I kind of
shit
try
in the
to.
cut, right?
Yeah, I try to focus on more. It's like, you know, I don't think this shit's gonna get. It's a good spot, and you know, it's not. They're not really gonna fuck with it. But yeah, the buff is pretty strong out there.
Were you part of
And
the? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and two, it's just fucking hot, bro. Like every street, you know, you try to think like, oh, this is a cut, but it's like if you think about it in San Antonio, especially like, you know, just anywhere, fuck, it's fucking hot, bro. Like,
There's
you know,
police everywhere. Or what?
yeah, pretty much,
Everybody's in your business.
pretty much, bro.
Kind of
too.
small town, maybe a little smaller, and like just
Wholesome.
And everybody's a hero too. You know what I mean?
Ah,
Yeah. One time, me and EK were painting this container like right off the fucking highway, and we were drunk as fuck. Like drunk as fuck. I forgot where the fuck we were leaving from. I know where we were leaving from, but yeah. Anyway, we got caught in like some mad traffic. Like it was already after 2, and it was a big old accident or something like that,
Right.
and it was mad traffic. Like stopped, like no cars were moving
No
at
one's
all.
going anywhere.
No one's going anywhere, and there's like a box truck, and this fool gets out of the car and fucking starts tagging on the fucking box truck while everybody's just stuck in traffic. And
oh
then
shit.
we get in the car and we, you know, turn around because I think after a while everybody was like, you know, going across the grass and shit and turning around. So
Right.
we turned around and shit and drunk as fuck, we hit this spot and this fool pulls up on us because we're right off the access road, like right there. So this fool pulls up and he starts honking and shit, and he stopped. And he's like, I'm gonna call the cops or whatever. I don't know what he said, but I fucking grabbed my can and I fucking chunked it out of his car. Boom! I smacked the shit out of his car and he took off. My adapter flew off and I didn't even know where it was at, so I had to finish my my fill with the fucking stock. But yeah, we were fucked up, drunk, laughing, fucking EK. I was like, man, I wish I would have had that on camera because I was filming while I was fucking, you know,
Right.
hitting the shit, and I forgot where I stopped filming, but I was like, man, I wish I would have got that on camera because that shit was cool.
I could have went viral. Some crazy shit happened.
Yeah, that shit was funny, but yeah, it's like that, you know. People
Yeah.
don't fucking mind their business, you know.
They don't. In
Like-
LA, they mind their business.
Like
They
my
don't give a
fucking homie
fuck.
Seta says, mind your business, you'll live longer.
For real.
Yeah, fucking was it this last time? No, it was like not the last time, but the last time before that. This fool had picked me up from LAX, and as soon as we fucking leave the airport, you know, we get off the on-ramp or whatever, and he was like, oh, check the spot out. I think it was me, him, and Peso. Me, Seth, and Peso, and we pull up, and it's fucking traffic too. You know, you're just leaving the airport, so it's mad traffic, and it's like a little field, and there's like a black metal gate. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, closing up the field,
Right.
and then there's a wall like facing traffic. So if you're going straight, you can see that fucking long ass
Perfect.
wall. So this fool's like, it's a good ass spot. And I was like, yeah. He's like, you want to get it? And I was like, yeah. And then so skirt, this fool pulls up on the fucking sidewalk and pops the trunk and gets this fucking like what the fuck? Some type of saw, bro. And fucking starts fucking chopping down the fucking chain, bro. Fucking broad daylight, bro. Like, I don't even
The
know.
fence or what?
Yeah, well, like the chain closing the fence. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh, the big chain.
yeah,
the
so
padlock
yeah,
chain.
so you just hear like fucking sparks flying everywhere and shit, and
Oh shit.
there's this black dude in the fucking in the Escalade, just like looking like, what the fuck is going on, bro?
right.
Fucking three Mexicans just hop out this fucking whip, start fucking chopping down this chain. This fool's all like, "Hey fool, mind your business, you'll live longer." And fucking we opened the gate, fucking hit the spot real quick, hopped in the car and fucking bounced, fool. Like, nobody honked, nobody said shit. Everybody was just watching us, like, what the, like, you know?
L.A.
Somebody, yeah, LA.
What was your first reaction? Were you like, did you just fucking get going, or
It's
did
kind of
you,
like, you know.
were you looking around like?
Yeah, because it's like, you know, I've already been to LA, you know, multiple times and painted
Different
LA.
people
but
bring out different shit, like
yeah,
you said.
see, like when I roll with them fools, like it's just like, you know, it's everyday shit,
Right.
you know. So it's still kind of, I still gotta get, you know,
You
used to it.
hopping out the
because-
car at the stoplight.
Yeah, because you don't do that shit back home. It's two different lifestyles. You know what I
Right.
mean? And you know, fucking,
That shit's too funny.
you gotta
dog.
adapt quick.
I could definitely picture that shit. That shit's funny, man. But like you said, LA's like a different beast, huh?
Yeah.
It's almost like a playground, man, you know?
So like this this dude I had posted a video or whatever, and I guess I was capping some haters and shit, and this fool just like casually walks by, and this dude was like oh, like that's cool, some shit. A couple days ago somebody put out a bat on him or some shit like that in San Antonio, and you know, LA is like that, but it isn't like that because, you know, if the wrong person sees you, you know what I mean? Like, shit can get serious, like, real quick. You know what I mean?
Nah,
so
definitely.
it's definitely kind of chill, but it's really not chill at all, you know?
Well, the thing with Texas out here is like everyone has guns and like big guns, and you can carry guns, and they can't fuck with you at all. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shit. Motherfuckers will shoot at you for doing some, you know what I mean?
They'll probably get away with it.
Yeah, and they probably get away with it, like, you know?
Like when you mean that, you mean like through the laws. Like if they shot at you and killed you, like
Yeah,
they would go to court,
they
and
would-
there's a good chance they could definitely get away with it.
Very good chance. I would
In the
believe
sta-
that,
in the
too.
state of Texas, it's more or less like
Like, oh, that's a good citizen.
Yeah.
Shot that guy. Type
It's
shit.
like quick draw McGraw. You know what
it's
I
a
mean?
very red state. Very red state.
But yeah, fucking.
How are there laws with weed out there? Do they be tripping? Like,
I think they just like recently stopped,
Oh,
kind
man,
of.
fuck all that. It's a lie. Like they do, like it's up to the discretion of the officer. But I remember when I was doing time, I would see people there and they just had put that law into effect where it was like, you get caught with like 4 ounces of weed, you're not gonna do time. It's a ticket. Oh hell no! That dude did 6 months for
Shit.
3.7 grams of marijuana.
What the fuck? I mean, you probably got slapped with like some fucking weak ass quarter pointed. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying for like a little bit of weed, bro. you
Yeah, I
do
guess.
6 months, dog.
Shouldn't even matter. Should honestly throw it out. You know?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
they still be smoking Reggie,
Oh, yeah.
Texas, right?
For some people, like the old heads,
Yeah.
for sure.
You think they'll ever graduate? I don't think that shit's really existing
It's
out
too
here at
strong
all.
for them.
Nah, on the cool shit, I'm getting older now. And smoke a little bit of weed and it's too much sometimes, you know. Y'all can smoke those woods all day. Mm-mm. Not for me.
I'll calm down though. I remember like smoking like almost a pack a day. Now I'm just like one a day, one blunt, you know.
Right.
And I won't even finish it. I'll roll over in the morning and fucking smoke the rest of it. So I feel pretty good about that.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
I need to take my intake down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably
Fucking TJ, that fool was like, I'll smoke a gram of wax in like 2 hours. What?
I don't know.
That's the thing. It's just so cheap out here. Like, really, that's kind of the thing. Like, and you could even, I mean, if you have a plug, you know what I mean? You could, it's
Really
not
smoke.
that expensive, yeah.
That's what's crazy too. Like between here and like the West, you know, like up there, it's still like there's some sort of value to it. You know what I mean?
It'll never change. It'll always be the old school 300 a zip, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, if it's like from a one-to-one breeder, certain genetics, or stuff you're not gonna find again. Then yeah, but I think the times are changing.
No, I get it too, and like I said, I mean, I get it. Not it's probably not the best weed, but I mean, fuck. There's a handful of dispensaries that you can go across the city and get $100 ounce,
It's crazy.
and maybe even lower. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's crazy.
Yeah. I remember when it went legal here. I was here when it went legal. I think it was like 2013.
I had my first. I was like one of the. I don't say I was like one of the first ones, but I had like the weed license when it first came out. You know what I mean?
No
When
shit.
when shit was normal, like that's when shit was normal.
Yeah.
Like it was $100 a quarter. Da da da. You might get a break at a zip, probably not, because I remember like I was buying Ace. Give me
50,
eighth of that.
60,
Give me
75.
eighth of that. Yeah, but you get like I get like $100 worth. You know what I mean? Maybe a little more, and they give you a couple joints or some shit too. But it was even like the weed was way better than too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, man, I remember weed back in the day in San Antonio when I first started some weed. Drove for $5,200 a pound. $5,200 a pound. It was like $400 a zip, $25 a gram. And then as people started figuring out the what is it called, like the light depth and the greenhouse, and oh shit, we sell for just as much. That's when everything started dwindling down.
They said the weed game is kind of fucked here in Colorado.
I mean, I think it's kind of fucked everywhere.
It just hasn't spread yet. Just think of it like that's kind of like a little bit of cancer. So it started here and it's starting to deteriorate right here. Cali be next type shit.
Oh yeah.
And then the other places haven't even caught on, but they'll catch up, and you know what I mean. But I mean, it really can bring a lot of money into everything and kind of fucking build everything too. You know.
I think like one of my big homies up there in Oregon used to tell me, is like the people that made the money during the gold mining era, it wasn't the people that mined for gold, it was the people
Oh,
that
yeah.
sold the shovels.
That yeah.
So I think if people figure out, because I mean, there's so much you can do with it now. Like you can do drinks, fibers, clothes, anything.
What's kind of in your opinion maybe like the next biggest thing as
Uh,
far as weed
As far as weed,
or herb or whatever, just any kind of
I'm definitely in the fiber game with that, because if I actually have a buddy back south that I do this with, and what he's trying to do, like I kind of told him, was get into Aramark and see if you get the government contracting, to do the trays and the spoons and the forks and the knives and all that, biodegradable,
right.
a lot cheaper, and then whatever compost they use from that, they can actually make what is it called, like insulation and concrete, hempcrete, or whatever.
Like the
afterwards.
fiberglass, the pink shit.
And I think there was just a government contract for it. That's like the next big thing.
Damn. Not even about slinging weed anymore.
There's buyback programs too now for it. It's crazy.
Do you guys have like a favorite strand or anything like that?
Favorite strain?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say like genetics. Professor P, definitely. That's some good genetics out of Southern Oregon.
Like now, like yeah, I'm like with you nowadays. It's like Back in the day, like I remember like sour diesel being the hit. Like that was my shit.
Presidential
Shit.
Kush.
I done smoked so much flavors.
But remember the ones that you could taste, like the snow cap.
The diesels and all that, they were always like a little different to me because they had like they was like some different shit. Like you had sour diesel, then you had the Chem Dog.
Everything looks the same now too. Back then, everything was so different. All the weeds and shit.
Well, a lot of people quit growing it, like the people that actually mastered that craft. I feel like.
No, that was the best thing when the medical first started here is people, they were getting the best weed because you could literally, there are people going with the best weed to just dispensaries down the block. I got pounds, and they were able to do that shit, you know what I mean, before it really got kind of regulated.
I remember it being like white, like almost neon when you picked it up. Like,
I remember my homie Crims, he had this shit called Escobar, and this shit literally looked like it was dipped in like cocaine, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And this was like I took a little video of it back in the day, but you see some wild ass shit.
I still think San Jose has put out some of the best weed. San Jose and Portland, Oregon, and Camas, Washington.
I
Those,
ca-
those three.
kind of want to say throughout my lifetime, the best weed I've ever smoked was out of Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. Some bomb ass.
San Francisco's got some good weed coming out of there.
Yeah. Haight Ashbury, Golden Gate, right around there, the hippie shit. You know what I mean?
Never been.
Nah, you need to go, bro.
Yeah, that's where you find the gas.
I want to been to L.A., San Diego. Only reason I've been to San Diego because you gotta go to San Diego to get the TJ, baby.
TJ is fun.
Is TJ fun or what?
TJ's hella fun.
You go paint down there as well, or not? What do? You just
I
get
actually haven't.
fucked up.
I actually haven't painted. I've been I think I've been twice, and I haven't painted though. Just the fun takes over.
You like to drink?
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite drink?
I'll sip some Don Julio and some pineapple juice.
All right. Because
Yeah,
that's
sip
one
on
thing
that.
too I know about this cat right here. Every time I be seeing him, like I say, he be having some company and he always has a couple bottles. It's always different. It's always like not just like I got a bottle of tequila. He has all three liquors and the mixers and the ice. He's like, you know what I mean? He's putting it on. Yeah, he's fucking.
Rico Suave.
Like I said, dressed to impress. You know what I mean?
The eyes, bro. I'm telling you.
the
Like, he
eyes.
just sees a girl from across the room. It's like,
And like that, you be with him, right? It'd be crazy.
You're my wife.
It's not even like that.
You ain't got to lie, Craig.
I seen it.
I seen it.
Puerto Rico.
Nothing happened in Puerto Rico.
Nothing did.
Nothing.
I used to talk shit about him and talk about how the reason he gets chicks because he look like Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? But now he got like, now he got the dreads, so he don't really look like Patrick Mahomes. When it was curly, it's different. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, you telling all the bitches you Patrick Mahomes, right? You just signed that $100 million contract.
On the cool, I don't even watch sports. I remember this one fool, I think he told me here.
Yeah, you probably have no idea what I'm talking
A couple
about.
people, I know what you're talking
But
about now.
at first, like, you
Couple
were like,
people
why is this
telling
movie calling you fucking Patrick
Fuck
Mahomes?
is this motherfucking football player everybody keeps talking about.
I can see you fucking telling all those fools.
I
Like,
don't know, bro. I don't know who you're talking about, but appreciate it. They're like a celebrity, cool.
Right. Would you have people come up to you or what?
I remember the first person that told me it was some black dude. I was at the bar with my chick, and he came up to me and said, "Hey, anybody ever tell you look like so and so?" I'm like, "What?" And I was like, "Nah." I was like, "I don't even know who that is." He's like, "Bro, once you see him, you'll know what I'm talking about." And I was like, "All right."
And then you just never.
And I think it happened to me again, and then that's when I finally seen the dude, and I was like, "Oh, I guess." And then
Damn, you do look like Patrick Mahomes. Jesus.
and yeah, after that, you know, a few people went, especially when the fool won the
the
Super Bowl. Oh, I forget it, everybody.
Tell me you're his little brother, fool.
Little brother.
Cousin.
VIP to the fucking club and everything.
It's actually
Sign me up
funny.
tomorrow.
Works had made like a little meme. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's pretty funny.
Nah, what is it?
It's with Patrick Mahomes with the cigarette. You ever seen that one or no?
I don't think you're gonna have to show me, bro.
Here, look.
See, so I
I
wasn't.
have it right here. Like, it's pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny.
See, I wasn't tripping though. But the first time I met him, I told him that shit. And you're probably, what the fuck is this fool talking about? That shit's funny, dog. Shout out to all those cats in Texas, too. Big works, dog.
Yes, sir.
Big forums.
Look, check it out. Yeah,
That's
a good one.
fucking hilarious.
Oh shit! I didn't see you. I guess I'll go grab my own.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Oh, thanks, bro. You're amazing.
Hey, was there some drink on there?
Sure, I'll have one with y'all.
Nice.
That's
But yeah, you know what?
You need to go to LA with that shit, fool. You need to get, because I know you wear all the fly shit, first of all.
What you mean go to LA with what?
Just fucking around with, like, go to, like, some Melrose or some shit like that and fucking.
I've been Melrose a few times. I go out there and shop and shit. I'm Melrose.
See some of your slaps up there?
Yeah. If they're still running.
That's a crazy thing about LA, too, is, like, you can really get down and, like, it's not even noticeable, or you go back in just a couple months, it's all gone or some bullshit, or you know what I mean? It's just.
It'll rock.
It's
New Orleans too.
I have I got a few spots that surprisingly had rock for a nice little minute, but yeah, fucking the beef is so. But every once in a while you'll see like some runners and shit.
Right.
Just cool.
Homeboy from TJ just sent us one of his.
Oh, for real?
I think that was that same that train you were talking about, the video. That's what I was saying. That shit was getting benched a lot. That one with Jackal.
Yeah, there's
that one was getting benched a lot.
like
I
a
was
little
damn.
LA video where the fucking train goes right by and him and Jack are bigger than shit on that shit. It's just tight.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You remember that night or what?
Yeah, fucking damn, that was
You guys had to go in the cut, obviously, or
for that shit. Where the fuck was it? It was just like attached to like a few trains, and it was by like some fucking like a little district where they were working a lot with like trucks and shit. They had like security guards and shit. So kind of, but not really. So people were driving like right here, and we were painting the fucking engine like right here. So, you know.
so you guys would have to like do a little bit and stop, do a little bit.
Kind of, sort of, but shit. For the most part, we just fucking kept painting.
Yeah, when I
He
saw
even
that
went to
shit-
the car a couple times to get a couple cans and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
And
that
he
was a cool night painting with that fool.
Yeah, that's tight. That's tight. He be on some like acrobatic, fucking climbing.
Bro, I
You
got
be climbing or
fucking
what?
huh?
You be climbing a little bit.
Yeah, I'll climb.
You like fours? Cause fours like that. Like I said, I know that.
That
would be
fool,
climbing.
that fool. Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, I'll climb, cause
Like
it depends
nothing.
on what you're asking me to climb. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I climbed to heaven. You know what I'm saying? So I'm down to climb, but you know, fucking
Fools like him and Jackal are different. They just like
yeah, built different.
I seen that fool up a fucking billboard like nothing, like just
Quick,
before,
yeah. Well, like when I told you when we were running like over here, I was hiding and I seen this fool run up like a fucking pipe or something, like fucking Spider-Man, dog. Like it was so quick. Like that's how he lost the cops, cause I seen them getting chased and shit, and I was like, oh shit, I'm in the cut, just watching them, and I'm like, fuck. And I see this fool running this way, and I was like, oh shit. And then I just see, I didn't know if it was a cop or what.
Right.
And I just see this fool like go up the fucking building quick as fuck. And I was like, how the fuck did he even, you know, I didn't see no ladder, no nothing. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck was that?
I think he mentioned that he was lying on the roof.
Yeah, he was
forever.
laying in like the AC vent and shit. Mad cops everywhere.
That's
Fucking
crazy.
blocked everything off, bro.
That's trying to get y'all.
But yeah, fucking I'll climb, but you know, I try to be nothing too crazy.
Right.
But
I'm too
yeah,
heavy.
I need to get me a
hear
me a
that.
billboard real soon.
I hear that. I'm too fat. Be doing that shit.
No, what's up? I seen I
I
seen you using the ladder with Speak. You were on the roof, no?
Some shit like that.
Yeah,
I almost
so-
fell through that bitch. For real.
Shit.
Like a little to the left, I felt that shit. And that's one thing I kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, because some of those things don't be like solid. So
Yeah.
you ain't seven, you know what I mean?
It's
I think
just,
I'm a fat motherfucker gonna fall through
Yeah.
a roof and.
Man, shit. I remember, was it Eisenhower? You know that good one right there on Eisenhower behind the Tiger Market?
They sell tigers at the
No.
Tiger Market. I'm just curious.
No, just candy.
Just candy.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm sorry. What's up? What happened there?
Me and some buddies went there and painted, and the fucking cops surrounded us. I saw my buddy Gang take off, and he took off, and I heard the metal like, you know, like to jump down, but I didn't see him no more. I was like, oh fuck, like, I guess he jumped off the roof or something. So I take off, I jump off the roof. My homeboy JJ jumps off, he breaks his fucking ankle, like rolls it or whatever.
Ooh.
And we get away or whatever. I find JJ later. And I'm like, man, where the fuck is this fool game at? Like, he must have got his ass. We're like circling the block for hours, bro. Hours and hours looking for this dude. And we're calling the fucking jail and everything. About 8, 9 hours went by. And we get a call. And he's like, bro. He's like, when I jumped off, he's like, I went to the fucking roof. And he's like, I'm on top of a bunch of HEB carts. He's like, come get me, bro, please. He's like, I can't get out of here.
He's all fucked up, bro.
He dislocated his knee.
Ooh.
Damn.
Well, he dislocated his knee, but he's inside this fucking thing, right? And
Yeah, I gotta go through the roof, James Bond style.
no, we went over there and he's like, cause he did a tile or whatever. He's like, yo, go grab this fucking thing, like a grinder, like what, paste or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, go get this fucking tool, come over here, it's wireless. He's like, just cut these pieces out, get out. Fucking drag him out, his legs all fucked up, bro. It was bad.
Oh,
It was
man.
super bad. We got him to the hospital. He was good after that, though.
That's crazy. Hey, I was gonna ask you, were you part of like the roller
What roller?
in San Antonio,
No,
across from
which
the
one?
police station?
No, I fucking when they did that, I was on my way to Colorado. Yeah, matter of fact, I was pretty hurt about that. But I heard that shit was nuts. Did you get any story about that or no?
Yeah, it's just like the police was rolling this,
Yeah.
taking people to jail, letting
Yeah.
people out of jail.
Yeah,
Like,
that's like that spot right there is fucking.
Wait, which one?
Bro, they did a huge ass fucking roller, like huge as fuck, and it's like right behind the county. So it's the county, the train tracks, and then it was like the via. It was like where that little new via bullshit was
Yeah.
built. Yeah.
They built,
So
like,
up
near
there-
Milwaukee and all that, right?
Yeah. Fucking. Yeah. I
my bad.
Yeah, I've heard
My
what they,
bad.
I heard what they, the crazy shit that they did, and I was like, damn, man, that would have been a fun one, but yeah, supposedly like the ladder was all fucking broken and shit. They were
Right.
climbing up and
Some crazy shit.
Yeah.
About to tear down any minute.
yeah, that was a good one. I wish that one would have rocked a little longer, but still, it rocked and
Right.
people know what's up.
Hey, do you have any favorite spots that you've got of yours?
Yeah, in the city it had to be with forms on what is it, like 37 about to hit like 35, this like aluminum rooftop or whatever, but I guess back then I would always see like the OGs, you know what I mean, like OG riders like hit up in that area
Right.
and like certain spots like that, and I forget who had it. I think it was like Mac and Pop or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was like a pretty rowdy ass spot. We had to use a ladder, do some sneaky ass shit.
Right.
There was like some building, like they were like in a tower type shit, and they were open and shit. It was dope, and that bitch ran like forever, bro. So
Hell
I think
yeah.
that was a pretty just to be on that type of shit,
Right.
I don't know, to me just that area what I grew up seeing and shit, and now my shit's over there,
Right
you know
there.
what I mean?
And it's running for a minute, like
Yeah.
you said, right?
Yeah.
What about a hot boy spot? I know you be getting those.
Shit. They're all fun, bro. They're all fun. But that's the only spot I could think of right now. But yeah, shit, they're all fun. They're all cool.
Hell yeah. We high as a motherfucker over here.
Yeah. The first one that came up to my mind is when we were in Puerto Rico. Me, this fool, Forms, and Works. We all got like on the side of this little mural and shit.
The highway.
No, not at the highway. We were like in the project where the projects were right here, and then it was on our street to go to the
Yeah.
Airbnb.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it was fuck's this fool call it? Let me see.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, that was a good trip.
Puerto Rico.
We still need to go to Colombia, though.
Yeah.
I like Colombia.
Let me see.
Let's go.
Well, shit, if you don't know, you can find us on all platforms. All you gotta do is type in Smoking with Joe Thunder podcast. You'll see a bunch of great podcasts like this one right here.
It was called El Casario.
Casario.
Yeah. And we got, it was pretty cool. fucking cop passed by, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We had to bounce out real quick. We all scattered real quick. It was raining and shit, right?
Yeah.
It started raining. At first it wasn't. And
I
started raining, and then it's mad traffic.
had all the
Fucking.
drugs on me. I was
Yeah.
like, I can't be doing this.
That was a pretty exciting time. Bombing out there, period, was pretty exciting.
It was, man,
It was
that
different.
underground little cave thing that we went into that you can see like outside, underneath like that club. Remember we moved that big wooden piece?
Oh yeah,
I wish we
like a
would've
little
caught some-
abandoned spot,
yeah,
the little
I wish we
abandoned.
would've caught
Yeah.
some tags in there. That was dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Well, shit, man. Definitely appreciate you coming on out, on the podcast. You have any kind of maybe final thoughts? Any kind of
Shit.
let them know? They can see
Good.
you in the city near you.
Yo.
Well, there you have it. Another fucking episode of the Smoking Joe Thunder podcast. Of the good homie CIRE TKO UNO.
Much love.
We got
Pedro.
Sex Dragon over here. What do you write?
Sex.
You do write sex?
Yeah.
Nah, one night we went out and this fool was probably rolling on some shrooms or bar some Molly or some shit, and
Probably both. No, I'm just playing.
what is it? Fucking like Step Brothers. He's like, you gotta call me Dragon. He's call me Nighthawk. You have to call me Nighthawk or some shit like that. So that's where that was from, and it was just
It's just been
a little joke and shit. It's my boy
I,
Dragon.
don't know, I used to write sex for a long time. I used to do a lot of graffiti.
He knows works and shit. From,
Okay.
Right? None
Yeah,
works with him.
from
and-
way back in the day, like way back. But I kind of just.
Kind of chilled or what?
Yeah, I felt like with everybody going to jail in Texas, man, like they gave one dude like 24 years.
Like it's serious down there.
Yeah, so I was like, I'll pick and choose my battles wisely. But when I go out of country, I'll go paint. Like Canada, I painted. Colombia, I painted.
Okay.
Puerto Rico with him, I painted. Mexico, stuff like that. I'll do that.
Hell yeah, that's dope. Oh. There you go.
Excuse me.
Well, shit, we're out of here. We appreciate y'all, brother. Thank you for the dope podcast. We'll holler at y'all soon.
For sure, be safe.
Peace.